Hi guys, welcome back to Kodemine. Carry here. So in this video we will talk about what are the local variables and the global variables in a C programming, right? So in a complete C program we use various type of variables, and majorly the variables are we categorize into two types. One is local variable and another are the global variables, and we will also create a separate video on the programs of others types of variable as well, but in this video we will specifically talk about local variables and the global variables. So what are the local variable? First of all, start with that. The variable that are declared inside a function are called local variables, right? So whatever the variable which are written into a single block of a program, that are known as a local variable. On the other hand, the variable that are declared outside any function, right? Any function, which variable which are not written into the, in simple word we can simplify it, the variable which are not written in any function, right, that are the global variable, or the variables which are written outside all functions, that is known as a global variable. So another major difference is the local variable cannot use outside function as its scope is local. Means a variable which is defined in a function that will be only used within that function, right? In the diagram we have explained, in a whole program we have a two function 1 and function 2, and the variable of function 1, which is local variables, we cannot use into a function 2. So that is a limitation, you guys can say, or feature of a local variable, that we cannot use the variable which are defined into the function 1, we cannot use in function 2. So function 1 have a different local variable, function 2 have a different local variables. On the other hand, if we talk about the global variables, the global variables are, as it's clear from its name, so it is used outside, right? Or it can be used in any piece of the code, right? In any method, any function, we can use global variables, right? In function 1 we can also use global variable, in function 2 we can also use global variable, right? So this is a theoretical part of a local and a global variables. And if we try to understand with the program, so then we need to go into our turbo C, and here we will start our turbo C compiler, and we will write down a new file, and here we will try to understand the local variable and the you can say the global variables, and I will start my program. So be patient and we will try to understand this program one by one. So here we have a first of all void main, and in void main we have a simple one int a, right? A is equal to 10, right? And here we have a mentioned one variable, you guys can say here we have a local variable, or here I am defining a global variable. Here a is equal to 50, right? And here I have used b is equal to 10, and here we are going to use another method here. So that is void display kind of a method I am using here. So we need to mention that function which we are using into C program before here, like I am using to display. So I will also create a separate video on functions also, so do not worry about that, right? So one by one we will do all the things. So how can we get this thing? So what we can do here, we can print f, and simply let me first of all save this program, save, and I will save it as a local global dot c, and you guys can see now I am reprinting a line here, value of a global variable %d, we all are aware of that, /n, that is new line. Then we have another, we need to mention here a global variable, that is a, then again in a new line printf Then in printf we need to write down value of a local variable main, because it's in main method, /n, so that is b, right? So that is here. So we will compile this. First of all, let me save the changes. So we are saving here, then we are going to compile. You guys can see here euro, and let me write down one thing here. What is that? Because we need to make our screen still, so we need to save this thing. Save, yes, then in compile your program 0 and run the code. So you guys can see here clearly we do not have any issue with the global variable or a local variable. So it's a very simple, we can use this thing. For example, now where is the catch? So let me write down here some commenting for your understanding. So here is, this is a global variable. So commenting is very important to understanding, and here is a local variable of main, right? So let's come here and write down a new method or a function which name is display, right? So we will, now what we will do, we will try to print here printf, then value of a global variable %d/n comma a, right? And again print f here value of a local variable main, %d for integer print and /n for the new line, and here is b, right? So here is one catch. Now I need to save this file, right? We need to now compile this program. So compile. What I am getting now? I am getting error. Why? B is undefined symbol. Why B is undefined? Because B is not defined in display. B is defined into main, and that is the reason we are not getting at error of A, because A is a global variable and B is a local variable of B, which means B can only used within a main with this parenthesis, like from here to here, right? So here we cannot use B. So what I am doing now, so to ignore this line, I am writing here double slash, so that the compiler will not read this line now. So now I need to call this function also, so that we can execute this thing. So printf calling display function, /n for the new line, and simply we need to call here display method, that's it. So again I am going here, I am going to save here, yes, and compile. You guys can see warning 0, error 0, and we are going here to run the program, and I am getting error here. What is that? Printf. Oh, I did a small mistake here. So we were getting error here into the printf, so that is here the problem, and we save this thing and we compile it again, and you guys can see here 0 error, and I am going to run this program now, and you guys can see now, and value of a global variable is 50, value of a local variable main 10, calling display function method value of a global variable 50. So that is here. So you guys can see now how we can understand this difference between the local and a global variable. The A is accessible in main and display both, but the B variable, which is the variable of a main only, and used within the main only, and we cannot use that variable into a display. So hope you guys understand this topic. If you guys have any query, any question, you guys can comment into the comment box, and please do not forget to subscribe our channel. Please hit the red button below this video, and thanks for watching. Have a very good day.